Well, my brother was at an auction sale the other day, and he picked up a couple more bikes. You know, he's into the old Hondas. But this is one that he got for like 50 bucks. It's an old Honda 90. And the surprising thing, it's fairly complete. You know, because that's really the killer on these old motorcycles. You can get all the engine parts you need. That's not a problem. The problem is like fenders and headlights. That, you know, it's the miscellaneous that'll kill you. And one thing in particular, the exhaust. Well, this has got a good exhaust on it. So, the one thing that was missing was a kickstarter. I brought my kickstarter over off to the 100 Honda and was going to try that, but no, that's a much smaller spline. So we're going to have to find a kickstarter because it will turn over if you push it. But, you know, she's recoverable. You know, it's got that weird link front suspension. You know, they were a popular bike though. It was back in the days when Honda's slogan was, you meet the nicest people on a Honda. You know, because he's introduced anybody could ride a motorcycle. And like I said, those 90s are notoriously tough motors. So it'd be worth getting going, you know, because basically she's pretty complete. It's missing the side cover off of this side. And I think he's going to go pick up a battery for it. And it's unfortunate this, you know, they got a plastic front fender and somebody split the front fender. That'll be probably the hardest thing to find on it. The seat is repairable. You can buy the seat covers for them. You know, this is back in the day when Honda really made a seat. They were, you know, they're not just foam, there's springs in there. They're hard as a board, but they're a good tough seat. But like I said, you can get covers for them. And I think you actually, on this, you can get a reproduction seat if you have to. But basically, you know, tank and stuff is in good shape. It'll take a little work, but for 50 bucks, you know, you can't go wrong. You could part that baby out and make 500 bucks off it. You know, so you can't go wrong with that. Now this one, you had to put out a little more money for. This one, it was in the hundreds. But it's a CL 125, or I mean 175. What in the world year is it? Oh yeah, this is back when Honda didn't bother to stamp years on them. The year was whatever it was when you bought it. You know, they just put out a lot of motorcycles. If you bought it in 76, it was a 76. Next year it would be a 77. An unusual thing I hadn't seen before is a reflector on the front, and that looks factory. But it looks European to me. But this one is really complete. Front turn signals are missing, not a big deal. But it's got that good Honda exhaust, that's all there. You also need foot peg rubbers. You know, even these factory mirrors can be hard to find. So this one is really worth restoring. See, your fork tube rubber is bad. But that's a nice bike. You know, that's when they got up to the size where, you know, you could take them on the highway. You know, it's a scrambler in theory, but a 175 twin, you could go down the interstate highway with it and be comfortable. Well, I shouldn't say comfortable because there again, you know, it's the old Honda seats that are hard as a board. Actually, that one isn't so bad. I suspect that one has been recovered once. Because some of them, Well, okay, like over here, he's got this old Dream. It's got a seat that's just stiff. There's, there's springs in there. It ain't just foam, there's steel springs. But, see, like this is where they had kind of an ugly looking gas tank, a big toady looking thing. And then when you got to the 175, okay. Even the 160 had that toady looking gas tank. But this has the same style of gas tank as a 305 Scrambler. Really nice, really. That's a really good bike. And like I say, really complete. For being pretty darned old. But, like they made a 160 Scrambler, but that was still kind of a heavy doggy bike. Though nice, it was like a smaller version of the 305. But the 175 was kind of a step up. And it's got twin carburetors. And he said the toolbox has got tools in her, so she's ready to go. That'll be a nice project. Be an excellent bike when it's done. This one is, kind of comical, but cool in its own right. Never dealt much with these, but at the time, that was kind of before my time. Before I really got into motorcycles, but nobody I know had a Honda 90, but they were very popular. If we can just find a fender for it, but them plastic fenders, that could be a trick. And we need that side cover for the battery side, which is doable. Well, and 11,000 miles, so somebody did some driving. She might need a little top end work. Yeah, 63 or 6,300. No, that's kind of typical. A lot of these small bikes, like I say, 7,000 miles was kind of a max. People would grow out of them or buy a newer bike, and they just didn't fix them anymore. But this is really worth fixing. That's going to be a really nice bike. A usable bike, you can drive comfortably. Might even be worth putting the turn signals on her. But this one would be they're cool. They're cool in their own right. Those Asian countries are full of them little Honda 90s. In various states of disrepair. Well, at least the back fender's metal. But it's funny how, they didn't really use a frame. It's a stamped steel. The whole thing is. At least when you got up to the 175 there, you got a frame. Yeah, that's going to be a very nice bike to get going. They're just a cool looking bike, that's a really classic look. These, you can't help but look at these and think, well, that's kind of ugly. They're just homely with that weird looking gas tank and, a swoopy front fender with the little tail on her, But, like I say, they really introduced the public to motorcycling. It wasn't just bikers, no, it was anybody. Your babysitter and soccer mom kind of thing. But that's a serious bike there. I look forward to seeing that one running. Yeah, that is nice. But he said, like I say, he had to go up in the hundreds on that one, but he said there was one other guy bidding on it, and he did not want to give it up. But, like he said, when he got there, he said, that one's going home with me. Because really, he's got that 160. It's kind of tucked back behind these Harleys. But that's very similar to the one that he had growing up, a CB 160. But there you got that ugly gas tank again. But like I say, when you got to that style of tank, things started looking up. I always liked them 175s. Like I say, it's a good medium-sized bike. You know, they're really got enough power. And they got class.